Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're going to do a Q&A today and answer some questions. But first, I want to start with a tip that someone sent. This is Hip Dog DSV, dried molasses. Slather dried molasses on fire ant mounds, water in, the fire ants will leave. I don't know if it kills them or if they don't like the taste or smell and they relocate. All I know is that it works. I live in Texas 40 years and constantly had to fight fire ants. They would get on my dogs, even on my horses. I covered all the mounds in my yard. The dogs played in, and they were gone in 24 hours. That's awesome. I couldn't believe it. And then they go on to say, I get dried molasses at the feed store. I usually get mine from the actual grocery store, but I'll have to check the feed store. But thank you for sharing your tip. That was awesome. Good to know, because we definitely have a lot of not fire ants, but the harvester ants, and also these tiny little ants. I think they're called sugar ants. But I'll try that because it's getting a bit ridiculous here in Central Camp. I don't mind it so much out there. So the first question is from Cranky Babushka. Question for Kellogg and moo-moo. Are y'all ready? Kellogg looks ready. Moo-moo? Are you passed out? I saw your tail wag. So she's ready. So as far as moo-moo goes, the question is, what are your favorite treats or meals? As far as moo-moo goes, she gets kind of a treat for breakfast and lunch. It's 100% human grade treats. So that's what I give her. I think Jeff does the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then for dinner, they get pork jerky and also some kibble. And then their favorite treat, moo-moo's, is peanut butter. I use 100% peanuts, and there's no other ingredients, and Kellogg gets the same.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not his favorite.
No, he likes milk. He'll drink as much milk as you give him.
Yeah, he likes the organic milk that we give them at night. Moo-moo does too, but I think peanut butter is her favorite. Also, Cranky Babushka wanted to know if they like baths. Moo-moo does not.
No, Kelly doesn't like water at all.
No?
No.
Yeah, moo-moo doesn't like water either. I mean, I do give her baths in the outdoor shower, and she just, it's not her favorite. This next question is from Just Visiting. Did Jeff ever think that he would do this much work after retirement? You find it work?
Well, I didn't.
Well, you do help out and
not
stuff.
plan on it, but you've got to stay active.
I agree.
Keep doing. If you don't have a hobby or something that keeps your activity up, you wither away.
I agree with that, because I always told my mom, I'm like, Mom, get off the couch. She was retired and she watched a lot of TV. She would go out and eat with friends and family. But other than that, she wasn't very active. And I think that, wasn't good. Because I always say that if you don't use it, you lose it. So you should stay active even in your older age or retired. And I think it helps keep your mind active too.
Well, yeah, brain's a muscle too, and all of them have to be used. And my belief is the activity keeps your resistances up to things, so you tend to be more resistant to catching little bugs, diseases, whatever. Where if you are sedentary, just live in your house, then you're more open to those kind of things. And
another thing too, pets can keep you active. I think
yeah.
since you got Kellogg, you've become twice as active, because you're walking him.
Yeah.
We used to walk like once or twice a day. Now you're walking 3 to 4 times a day.
Well, it was a good match. I mean, I needed someone like, something like him, and he needed something like that. So
yeah, I'm sure Kellogg is much happier here than being in a kennel.
Oh God, yeah.
The next question is from Dave and Humphrey. Hello, thanks so much for sharing, Heart. We have recently purchased 40 acres in Yucca area. I looked at land in the Williams area as well. Just wanted to ask if you have any information on land clearing in the area. Also, any information on purchasing shipping containers. Any assistance would be greatly appreciated. So, clearing land, I know we haven't really cleared land. The only thing we did was remove trees that were in an easement. And then how we did our driveway is we hooked a log behind Chuck's truck and we drug it, and that got rid of the vegetation so we could go back and put gravel in. But I haven't really tried to clear anything unless it's just in the way or it was dying. Mostly everything I've been trying to add and plant perennials and get the garden established. As far as purchasing shipping containers, last winter I had brought in a shipping container, this one that we're redoing now, and all the information is in that video. I'll try to link that video in the end, and you can just click on that and it has the guy's information. You can call him and order your shipping container. I think I even went over details in that video. The next question is from Valencia. I just came across your channel and I always thought that living on the road was like such a freedom life, but listening to the Q&A that was going on, better off in a senior building. Well, that's because the last one we covered where, or no, actually it was the time before where there's just, not as much camping options, but there is still camping options.
Oh, there's a lot, yeah.
And it's just being smart about it. And we mentioned that you can definitely travel. It's just being smart about it. I don't think living in a senior home is better. I mean, if that's what you're into, then yeah, go for it. But I would love to travel into my older years until I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So if you have a dream of traveling, don't give up on that dream. You can still do it. You just have to be smart about it. The next question is from Milo Ryan. Hi, Aja and Jeff. What happened to Bex the cat herder? I know she's hanging out with friends. I just don't think she's posting a lot right now. That's basically all I know.
Yeah, she's very private.
She is private what she films. She's a YouTuber, but she's not a consistent poster, and I know she takes breaks. The next question is from Jen. I'm nosy, but I would never ask about someone's financial situation. We went over that in the previous video. LOL. Okay, my question for you and Jeff is, what is your favorite color and what is your all-time favorite movie?
I don't know. I've got so many colors that I wear.
I mean, but blue, what's your favorite
probably
color?
Bluish, some shade of blue.
And do you have a favorite movie?
Not really. I don't watch movies that much.
Yeah, I mean, I like movies. I don't have a particular favorite movie. I just like sci-fi movies like End of the World or Zombie. And my favorite color is, I would say, red. I really like bright red, obviously, because I have it over there. I do like blue too, and it's my birthstone, sapphire. Okay, the next question is from Candy. Could you put the pizza oven on a pull-out shelf? I used to have the pizza oven in the container, and it was just, I would never use it there because it gets really hot. What is the temperature on that?
Oh, yeah, like 600 degrees or so.
Right. So that's why I decided we're going to build a station for that on the outside where the porch is. I think that will work out better. Don't worry about the heat. And now that we're enclosing it, that would just make the inside there pretty hot. And to continue on, they said, just a thought, pull-out rails aren't that expensive. Just can they hold the weight? When you get into the ones that can hold those weights, they do get pretty expensive.
They're big.
All right, from My Gypsy, I'm not sure if this is really a question, but I'm really enjoying your Q&A sessions. I know you're probably excited not to have to edit them.
No. Still do a lot of editing.
Yeah, because we have cuts in between, and so there's still a lot of editing. I don't think people realize how much time editing videos take. So kudos to you, Aja, for all the hard work. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is not as much as a regular video, but there's still quite a lot of editing. Oh, she did have a question. It says, question for your next Q&A. Do you have any figs or olive trees on your property. I went to an olive grove outside of Phoenix, and they said that climate is great for olives. Maybe you can start your own olive company. I don't think olives would. We're high. We're at
Yeah, it's the
6,000.
winters. The winters down in Phoenix don't get below freezing, so they can handle it.
They can do the figs. Oh, I do have figs, but I have to get the cold hardy Chicago variety, and those are the only ones that I can grow, and they grow very slow. I have one in the garden now, but it's been like this for probably about 3 years now. So we'll see if it does anything. It's just the roots getting established. The next question is from this nomadic idea. We're up in northern Arizona also. Been fighting all season with pack rats, moths, rabbits, and grasshoppers eating the garden. Any tips on getting rid of garden predators? We enjoy your video. Thank you. So we just use the bucket system, snap traps, and as far as rabbits go, here.
He tries.
Yeah, well, he runs them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
They're
can't
very
really
fast.
catch them. They're fast, but he will run them off. And as far as grasshoppers and moths go, we have that zapper over there, and I showed it in a previous video, and that gets rid of a lot of moths because they get pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, hundreds at night. That's usually when we deal with them. The grasshoppers, since I've been planting more like flowers and perennials, it's seeming to bring in the birds, and they've been clearing out the grasshoppers. So if you can attract birds to your garden, that would definitely help. The next question is from NDLZ. Cozy home, how will you secure it up when you travel? I'm wondering. They're speaking of the shipping container, and this was asked beforehand, but as y'all have seen, we've been adding things to close up the shipping container so we can seal it in the winter. Like the sliding glass doors, I also was able to get a secondary door for the back entrance, and we just got in our windows for the top, but that will be in an upcoming video. And there were several comments about this situation. Helen asked, how are you going to keep your outdoor living area from getting damaged during the winter? I'm learning a lot. Thank you, Aja. Yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. The next question, I didn't clip the name, but it says, I just saw a pack rat inside my chicken coop. I was watering down the ground because of this extreme heat here in the valley, and it jumped out and scared me to death. Oh, that does sound scary. I screamed out loud, where did you get your rat buckets? I looked on Amazon but couldn't find it. I'd sure appreciate the resource if you could share with me. Thanks. I am just loving your outdoor living space. You'll get it all sorted out. Just move things around to find the right place. That's what we've done. The pizza oven outside is a good move. I think so too. So I got them on Amazon, but I didn't have a link. What I'll do is there should be a shop button in the corner on the video. Then you can click on that, and anything that I've shown or talked about in the video should be on that shop icon, and it also helps out the channel. You can just click on the merchandise that you want and purchase it there. Like I mentioned, there was a lot of comments about closing up the shipping container. That's why we did decide to go ahead and do that, because, you know, not only the snow and rain, just weather, but mice and rodents getting in there. The next question is from Nancy. I have a question for your next Q&A. What do you do with all of your garden produce? Do you can or freeze things for later, or you just eat everything fresh and share it with friends, neighbors? Curious about all of that. Your berries and nuts. Thanks so much. So really, most of the trees and stuff like that I planted, I haven't got a harvest. The trees are not old enough. Now, I did garden more so a couple of years ago, but I kind of changed it out. And we didn't can or preserve things. We just kind of ate them as we went or shared them with neighbors. And the neighbors would do the same because they grew different stuff than I grew, mostly. But I've switched over to perennial crops, which come back year after year, and they're not quite established yet. I'm hoping, but if they do ever get established and start producing a lot of fruit or berries, then I will consider preserving. Next question is from Letting the Days Go By. Question for Kellogg. Kellogg, how do you handle your fame and keep such a sweet spirit?
You sleep.
He sleeps. That's how he handles his.
Yes.
Kellogg, you're not going to answer the
No,
question?
he-
Both dogs like to sleep a lot.
Yep. They do their hunt, or he does his hunting in the morning, the evening.
And then now is nap time. I take moo-moo for walks in the morning usually. Not always. It depends on my day. But we always go for a walk around sunset. It says, further question for Kellogg, which is from Nora Bradley. Which do you prefer, bone, flakes, or Mice Krispies? Are you going to answer that? You like Mice Krispies. No, he likes lizards.
Well,
He like lizard treats. He chases those things around, and sometimes he catches them.
Yeah, he tends to just do a lot of killing.
Yeah.
Doesn't really eat any of the stuff.
Right. No
as long
killing
as it's still
lizards.
Moving, he'll keep trying to chew it or play with it or whatever.
Yeah,
And then
I wish he wouldn't
moving,
do that with lizards, because we actually want the lizards
there
here.
are so many lizards here, though.
But there are hundreds of lizards. The next question is from NR Siege. I think that's what it is. So I was going to ask you why you stopped getting water delivery like you did when you first got the tank, but I see you've answered all those questions with see next Q&A. Yeah, so we address it in the Q&A if it's a question, so I guess I'll have to wait. Well, here you go. Jeff, do you want to answer that?
Number one, having it delivered is much more expensive than getting it ourselves. And number two,
by three, four times cheaper?
3 or 4 times, yeah, depending upon, I mean, it's become much more expensive. It's gone up in price much more rapidly than simply the cost of water. So now there's a significant difference between the two. Plus the fact that the roads at times, at least a few years ago when we had really heavy monsoons, got really muddy, and a lot of the places that deliver water didn't want to come back this far.
Yeah, because our roads got pretty bad during the monsoon. Not so much in the recent years, and we've actually fixed the roads, so they could come back here, but they are more expensive. The next question is from DJ Rock a Lot. Cool name. Can you recommend a trusted realtor in your area that is aware of the ins and outs, all the hidden stuff that would bite me in the beep later? LOL, thanks. So I could give you our realtor, but honestly, I don't even know their name anymore. It's been 5 years, and my neighbor actually got in touch with them and was the one facilitating all of that. My suggestion is to just go to, if you're interested in Williams area, just go to Williams, look up a local realtor, and just ask them questions and see if they know the ins and outs.
Ask lots of questions.
Definitely ask a lot of questions.
If they rapidly just come back with an answer that they think you want, it's probably not correct. If they say they're going to go and research it and look that up and get back to you later, that's probably more accurate.
Right. And our friend actually was looking at some property, and I think the realtor's responsibility is to know some of the information on the land, but the realtor she got wanted her to do all the work, all the due diligence, and I don't think that was a good realtor, because the one we had gave us all the information. But like I said, that was 5 years ago. I don't even know if they're still in business. The next question is from TMP130. Why such a dark color for the interior? Well, because I wasn't too worried about the interior being dark. I don't want the outside to be dark. I prefer it to be light. But that could change later. And that's what we had on hand. And it was pretty cheap. So we used what we had. The next question is from Russell. Thanks for the shout out and answering my question. Does Jeff love his rig? I was thinking of getting something similar.
Yeah, I mean, I've been very happy with it. It's about the right size. It has good fuel economy. It's big enough for me, and probably wouldn't be for two or three people. Um, but yeah, I'm very happy with it. If I had to get another one, I'd get another one probably a similar size.
Oh, awesome. The next question is from Gary. Aja, you look extra pretty in this video. Well, thank you, Gary. You must be thriving in your oasis. In a previous comment section, I asked if you had worked in the food service industry, and if so, in what capacity? Also, if you and Jeff had favorite foods. We haven't discussed our favorite foods, have we?
No,
I like Asian food. I grew up on
yeah,
Asian
yeah.
food.
I,
Uh,
I, I tend to just like food that, uh, like casseroles and things, or lots of things are in one dish,
Yeah. Yeah,
as
he
opposed
does
to
like
separate
if we
things.
go to certain restaurants, he'll get those like open face sandwiches or the kind of skillet
Hmm.
foods where everything's just cooked together. And I like what's meatloaf is one of my favorites. I do a really good meat. I guess that's why I cook a good meatloaf. It's because it's one of my favorite foods. Um, but yeah, I like any kind of Asian foods. I'm not big on, I guess Mexican foods a lot. What is your favorite kind of? Do you like American, Mexican, Asian?
I mean, I tend to like things that are a little spicy, so I
That's the
like,
reason I don't like
yeah, yeah. I
Mexican
mean,
because it can be kind of
I can eat a
spicy,
lot of different things, but I do like things that are a little tastier, have more spices in them.
right?
So I like Italian food and Creole and Mexican food and Indian food.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like with Indian and Mexican, it tends to be um overly spicy, and I have to be careful because I used to have an ulcer when I was younger, so that can irritate it. Yes, I did work in the food industry, and I was a short order cook and also a waitress. Next question is from Naysay Brooks. I really love your Q&A videos. Thank you. Jeff is so knowledgeable and so nice. He is so personable. Watching you on the videos, you talk so much. I just thought Jeff was quiet and shy, but he's not at all like my imagination was of him. LOL. Sorry, Jeff.
Mm.
He's a cool friend to have. Love Kellogg and moo-moo. Such great doggies. You mentioned Jeff picked up an outdoor bug zapper. Is it electric or solar battery? Looks like a solar panel. So we did go over that. Now, I didn't put a link in the shop, but I'll try to find that and put a link in the shop button for you. So if you're
Mm.
interested, but it does run off of solar.
Yeah, it works very good.
Works amazing. Mainly for moths.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be good for mosquitoes too, right?
Yeah, we don't have many mosquitoes, so I can't really
I
say
wish
on
it
that.
work good for
But
flies because the
yeah,
flies have been
I think the
ridiculous.
problem is the moths get in there and the flies don't
True.
really have a chance.
Next question is from Brooks. I'm in Reduso, New Mexico. My birthday is September 8th and I'll be 64. Oh, that's not a question. But happy birthday. Oh, it's past already though, right? Happy belated birthday.
Hmm.
That's actually one day from my mom's birthday. Next question is from L. Question: what do you think of Harvester Host Boondockers Welcome membership sites? I've never really used them.
Hmm.
I think they're good. I have friends that have used them and they seem happy with it. What about you, Jeff?
Yeah, the concept is really nice, especially I think if you're traveling with one rig. I mean, our issue is we tend to travel together and even with other people, so it would be several rigs that would have to go in at one time.
True.
And so I don't think it works out quite as well for us. But if we were individual and going, the concept is a great concept, and everybody that we've ever talked to that have used them are happy with them.
I think it would be a good option, yeah, if you're
Hmm.
traveling solo or maybe with just a friend. The last video, I got some gourd seeds and someone had commented about it. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. The comment is from Tanya. If you plant the gourd to dry and cut into, be very careful. They are poisonous once dried. Wear a good mask and eyewear. I had a neighbor who did this for decoration. He advised me when he showed me his workshop and had a full-on safety gear. Stay safe. Thank you for sharing that. The next question is from Michelle, and I don't know where I got this question from. Doesn't look familiar, but anyways. Hi, Aja. I've started looking for land around Williams area. What is the land like just off of 64 north of Williams? Do you want to describe that?
Every place has its advantages and disadvantages. Obviously, the land just north of Williams, the advantages are you're closer to Williams, closer to the highway. So getting access to the freeway and shopping and things would be better.
And deliveries.
Yeah. I assume, I've never priced things there, but I assume it's much more expensive. Williams and Flagstaff both are very expensive places to buy land.
The closer you get to town.
Yeah. There's a lot of places, little settlements just north of town on 64 there, so with good access roads, fire department, most of them have utilities as far as electricity. I see nothing wrong except for the price, maybe.
And as far as the land goes, it's very hilly, and there's a lot of junipers, way more than we have here in Valley. So especially the closer you get to Williams, because that road is like this.
You're at a higher elevation. Williams is close to 7,000 feet. Here we're 6,000 feet, and you slowly climb over hills on the way to Williams. So closer you are to Williams, you're going to have more trees. You're going to probably have more snow in the winter. There's definitely more rain when there is monsoons, because when we drive back and forth, that happens to be one of the rainiest spots. It's just north of Williams.
And the reason why this is called Valley is because we are in a valley.
Yeah.
And then you climb both ways to go to the Grand Canyon and to go to Williams. But like Jeff said, that does get a lot more snow and more rain, which could be good. The next question is from JR Kid 1. I love the layout of your yard. All the plants and trees are really filling in now. Do you plan on doing another night video with your lights again? I know it was in Garden Days a couple of months back. You said you wanted to. Thanks for the video. I did a night lapse on Garden Days, and I did. It was fun to work in the garden at night. I probably won't do another one of those, but speaking of Garden Days, I just put a video out, and my friend Chris was my new helper in the garden, so it was nice to have her helping us out, and also Jeff helped us put the new water reel in. So make sure you check out that video on Garden Days. I'll try to leave a link in the description below. Okay, this next question is from Cheddar. Hi, Aja and Jeff. Hope you guys are doing good. Aja, are you going to install glass doors? Which we have, so this must have been before we installed the glass doors to protect your items and your TV in the container. That would be cool unless you got something under your sleeve. Well, let us know your plan on the container outside. Hugs to moo-moo, Crazy Kellogg. Stay safe. Thank you, Cheddar. But yeah, I'm excited to get it closed in, and it's been going a lot smoother than I thought it would.
It's looking much better, I think, than we could have imagined. When it gets done, it will be nice.
The next question is from North. And thank you for the sweatshirts. They're the ones that sent us the sweatshirts. I have already worn mine. We had a chilly night the other night.
The nights are starting to get chilly.
Yeah, so it was a little tight on me. I thought it was what was it, extra large?
I think so. Mine was
large.
large.
And they must be built a little smaller. Maybe I need to stretch it out. We do have a question for Jeff. What do you think you would be doing, or where would you be if not meeting Aja?
I mean,
traveling.
My plans, originally when I started doing this was to travel. So I may have ended up traveling more. I doubt I would have settled down like this, like we are settled in the summer here. But this is fine, just gives us more things to do. But yeah, I probably would have traveled. I love all of the western United States. Well, the eastern too. It's just a bit more crowded, harder to find camping. But yeah, I probably would have been on the road.
And same goes for me. If I hadn't bought this property, I would definitely still be traveling more. And do I regret buying the property? I do miss traveling, but I don't regret, because, this is a nice home base. And even if we get it all set up and ready to go, which is the plan, then that will free us up to do more traveling and use this later, when we don't want to travel. Or if we have years that we don't want to travel as much, then just come here. But definitely, do want to travel. The next question, the guy was saying that pumicecrete is perfect for a building material for outside or inside, and was wondering how much are you paying for your red cinder. The last time we checked, it was $3.50. Yeah, for 10 yards. And he was saying we could use that in the concrete to mix into the concrete. That might work for building. We'll have to look into that. Thank you for sharing. He goes on to saying you can make benches, chairs, tables, fire pits, hot tubs, raised planter beds, and much more. Take care, Ray. Thank you. The next question is from Painful13. Where is Jeff, who used to do so much work at your property?
I'm gone anywhere.
He's right here with Kellogg, and there's moo-moo. I don't know why he thought you were gone. It's weird. All right, well, that is it for this Q&A. We'll have another one at the end of the month or either beginning, depending on how busy we are. We want to thank y'all for hanging out with us, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Moo-moo's passed out. You can say bye, Moo-moo. Where did Kellogg go?
Oh, he's sitting
passed
over by
out
the camera.
Oh, he's passed out too. Passed out. Now your eyes are open because I caught up. Passed out you were. We'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye for now.